Hello YouTube, and welcome to another general vlog video. Now if you guys watched my video posted today being Sunday, you seen where we went and picked up a door, and I told you we had a project coming up. Well, I just knocked my tripod down. This is the project coming up. So please excuse the mess. I'm in the middle of building here. So go ahead and shut the bathroom door because this has nothing to do with the bathroom. So when you first walk into my bedroom from the main part of the trailer, let me go up the steps. You have some steps to go down, and then you come into my bedroom. Excuse the towel over the end table. There's Christmas presents under there, and that I have to wrap. And my boys watch my videos, so I can't let them see those. And then my it's not air purifier, that is a humidifier, because I have a ton of guitars and stuff in here, and they have to stay humidified during the winter in Ohio. And my ugly bed. Yeah, we'll get to that here in just a second. Well, we'll go ahead and talk about that. You see the bottom skirt, and those curtains over there, and the curtain that I just took down off that window, they all match a bedroom set that I bought. Okay, I ended up finding this bedroom set. It come with everything, including pictures to hang on the walls, sheets, pillowcases, ruffled pillowcases like what's on top of there, the bed skirt, bed sham, whatever you want to call it. It come with everything. It was $700 and some. No, I did not pay that for it. I happened to find the receipt in the bag of it. It had never been used. A lady had a summer home up here, and she was going to change her guest bedroom into all of this. I know it's really grandma looking, but I wanted it because everything matched, and I don't really care if it's all flowery and everything because it's in my bedroom. Well, it's not a cheap Walmart set, apparently at that price. It wasn't Better Homes and Garden. It was some type of a real fancy place. I forget what it was called. But anyways, and it was like 14 or 1600 thread count. I hate it. I mean, I can't say I hate it enough. The sheets are real stiff. Even after washing them several times and using fabric softener and everything, I don't know if it's because of the thread count on them. The quilt or comforter, I guess it'd be a comforter that was on top of it. Oh, it just, I was never comfortable in that bed. Now, I don't sleep in this bed very much, and I can see now that light over there is probably glaring and blinding you guys. But when I do, I want to be comfortable. Now, these are, and I've got the sham and everything to match this. I just ain't changed it over. These are my Walmart sheets that I bought 2 years ago, and a bedspread or comforter that I do believe was here when I moved here. This was somebody else's summer home, and it was in my other bedroom. It could have been something I bought. I don't remember. But it's so soft and so flexible. I put it back on. So anyways, back to the point at hand here. This is the window that I keep telling you guys. Now, you've always seen that type of a curtain over it, and it had blinds and a blackout curtain and everything. Well, I changed everything around since I built this room and put that window in. I used to be able to sit right here and look out at that bright light over there, and I could see the water, the lake. Well, I had to have a larger workshop. My workshop used to end about in between that light switch, lazy man's light switch, so I don't have to get out of bed to dim my lights or turn them off, and that board somewhere about right in here. That's where the original workshop stopped. And then I added almost 12 foot onto it because I needed, as you can see out there, if you can see through this dirty window, I mean, it's dirty, and the dirt's on the outside, not the inside, because that's my workshop. So I added quite a bit on it. Well, it's from that door that way. No, it's half that door, because that's a double door, right? I can't find my finger in there. That's a double door. There's a door that way and a door that way. From half that all the way this way is all brand new. Well, new year and a half ago. Not this past summer, but the summer before that. So now I've decided to put a door in there. Why? Let me get you set up on the tripod and I'll explain it to you. Okay. So basically the deal is my bedroom door is right there. It's the one that's open. The door is actually that way. You can see that. And my kids' bedroom is on the other side of this is the hallway. And in the wintertime, like for instance, the other night, Colton spent the night with me and he woke up sick. Now, I was sleeping on the couch as I normally do. Let me get my drink over here real quick. And I could feel him running down the hallway. He was actually sleeping in the back spare bedroom. And instantly I knew something was wrong. So I rolled over and asked him what was wrong. He said, Dad, I feel like I'm going to get sick. Well, of course, now we know it was because that was Thanksgiving night and we had ate way too much. Excuse me, I had to get a drink. But that kind of leads me to the fact of why I wanted this door. Because if I'd have been out in the workshop, for one, he might have panicked because he couldn't find me. Now, I can go to my boys and tell them, excuse me, that, hey, if you wake up and Dad's not here, just come out in the workshop. Now, they would have to go out the front door or out my bedroom door, all the way around, and all the way around to that double door and come in. Now, that's fine on a feel-good night. Maybe they just woke up and startled or just want to ask me a question or want something to drink or whatever the thing may be in the summertime. But what about if they're sick, it's snowing, it's raining, it's cold? You know, they're not going to be dressed. They're going to be in their boxers or pajamas, whichever they're wearing. And they're going to have to actually put on winter clothes to come out to see me. This way, they can come right through that door, walk to the end of my bed, and come right over here and come right through that door and find me. Now, mind you, let me also tell you guys out there, a lot of you guys that are watching are thinking, that is so cool. He has access to his workshop from his bedroom. Guys, it is going to be awesome. I won't lie to you. But I'm also a bachelor. I don't have to worry about what anybody else thinks. So that being said, that now you know why I bought the door. And I wanted 6-panel because it matches that door. It matches my bathroom door. It will match I have solid maple bifold doors to go here and on this closet, double closets in here. So it'll match. It didn't need to be an exterior door because as you can see, there's interior in there and there's interior here. I just kind of wanted an exterior door so I didn't have to worry about coldness from there. But there's not going to be any wind, no nothing. So I'm good to go. Now let me show you some of the problems. Okay, I'm trying to point through the camera here. So see that plug, all stem from that plug. I just run them all in series, going from here to here to here. I did that because this was basically going to be where I did YouTube or any work for the business or messing around on the laptop, printing stuff, whatever. And I wanted the options to have plugs up high to where when I had my table there, I could just plug stuff in. And then I wanted a lower one in case I wanted an overhead light or something. I don't know. Anyways, now I could just break that chain from there and not worry about it. But from there, it chains on into my closet. You can see the switch there and the light above. Now, here's the problem. That light above is really no good because I built a shelf about right there. So all it shines on is my 20 pairs of shoes. So I may or may not get rid of it. I know how to reroute it all. I can reroute it up there, just make a little thicker header. And yeah, I know how to do all of that. So I think what I'm first going to do is draw my lines down and up. Not that you guys can see the up, and just kind of try to get an idea of where my header is up there. It is non-load bearing wall. I do know, if you can see right here, you can see how that's kind of, the texture doesn't look as good right there. And the main reason that doesn't look good is because this is semi-gloss, this is flat, just a mix-up on the paint. But the seam started popping out. There is a 4x4 in here. There is a 4x4. I don't know if you guys can see me or not, so I'll come over here and just kind of point. There is a 4x4 there, and there's a 4x4 there, because this was a porch at one time. So that being said, there's no load there. There's no weight. This is a aluminum roof on top. Anyways, I know how it's built because I did it. So I can get by with a 2x4 header up there. You know, just a doubled 2x4 header with a piece of OSB in between. And I can take that piece of OSB and cut it down 2 inches or 1 inch down and run wire up in top of it. It'll be perfectly fine. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. So I don't want this video to be extremely long because this is just kind of a pre-video. I'm just messing around tonight. It is actually 8:45 at night, and I'm kind of bored, and I thought, well, let's just see what we can do. So I'm getting ready to go get my level. I got to get the part up there where the curtain rod was. And if you see the black down in there, that is not mold or dirt. That is actually, I had what they call a blackout curtain. Well, it's not, it's actually a blackout shade. And it, of course, you know, being cold outside, warm inside, windows naturally sweat. Even though those are double pane, they're not supposed to. That was a used window. It's got some air leaks, so yeah, it sweated a little bit. And it started taking the dye off of it. I couldn't figure it out for a long time. I was all worried. But no, that's exactly what it's from. You can actually see on the panel itself where, you know, it had laid wet a little bit at the bottom. Not really wet, but kind of damp from moisture. So we're going to eliminate that problem. And another thing that I wanted to tell you guys about that I've been noticing a whole lot here lately. Now, this is kind of off topic, but just bear with me and you'll understand what I'm getting at here. I don't know how well you guys can see. If you see right up here on top of that door, see that dent? I mean, I can see it clearly through the camera lens. And there's more. I'm going to go over here and actually point them out to you. I know there's one right above here somewhere. No? Okay, it's right here. It looks like a scratch, but it's really dented really bad. And then right here, and over here somewhere, I'm not feeling it. I felt it before. This is what kind of quality we're getting now. Now, that door was bought brand new from a big box store. Now, I'm not going to out the big box store and tell you which one it is, because it's really not the store's fault. It is the manufacturer's fault. Oh, and there's one down there at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that through camera or not. This is not the big box store problem. This is the manufacturer. This is the people that make these doors. They know that, you know, we don't have any other choice. So this was a brand new door. Those dents and everything were on that door when I got it. Now, the discoloration and the fading and stuff, that's my fault because that is just a primer door. It's not been painted. But I don't care how many times you paint it, you can't paint them dents away. When you take it back to the big box store, of course they'll take it back. I didn't really notice them until I installed the door. And if you'll watch another video where we were winterizing the doors, you can see where I showed you that there's air gaps down here at the bottom. These doors are really crap. We don't have any other choice. Well, I mean, yeah, you can buy that door for like $169, or you can jump up to a $1,200 door, but are you going to get any better quality? I can tell you two personal YouTubers that I watch that are building houses that have had nothing but problem, three that have had nothing but problem out of windows and doors that they're buying, and they're buying high dollar stuff. If we don't start standing up to these manufacturers and stop accepting their junk, What is our quality going to be when our kids grow up? There is not going to be any quality. There's barely any quality now. Anyways, that's just a rant. So I'm going to pause this while I go out into the workshop. I wish I could just crawl through that window. Actually, I lied. I have my drill here, so I'm going to go ahead and take that window out. And then I'm going to go out to the workshop and get my level and start making some cut marks and see where we can get from there. And I'll bring you guys back here in just a few minutes. Okay, and we're back for a second. I've already got the window out. And I went ahead and got my tape flashing out that goes around on the outside to seal everything. I knew it was going to be in my way, so I had to cut it versus pulling that. It pulled off the wood easier than I thought that it would. That stuff come highly recommended to me. You know, it's kind of a wrap flashing that you wrap around to the outside to here. You can see the line where it come off at, but it come off a lot cleaner than what I thought that it would to be able to stick as well as it's supposed to. But anyway, so I'm going to go, I know this is a 2x4 header up here, so I'm going to mark down 3.5 inch, because that's the size. 2x4 is not really 2 inch by 4 inch, it's 1.5 inch by 3.5. And I'll make my mark up there. And actually, let's go ahead and do that now so I don't forget. And it just gives me a rough cut line of where everything needs to go. Oh, let's see here. 3.5 is right there. And 3.5 is right there. So then we can take our level and just kind of verify, you know, put your mark on that, your level on those marks. Let's see, let's go ahead and verify that that looks halfway level. And if it doesn't, we'll kind of split the difference there and get it to where it's level. And so we know that we're roughly right in there somewhere. So I can cut up to that and leave that drywall up there. Might as well. So basically what I'm going to do now, I keep tracking leaves in on the floor, and I keep picking them up, putting them in the trash can. So basically what we'll do is I've got my table saw set up here kind of as a workbench. I can reach there and grab the razor blade knife. And we'll just we'll cut down through the drywall. And it'll take several passes to do this. You know, I'm not going to get through that drywall instantly. There, I think I'm through it. And I'll do that, you know, same thing here, same thing there, same thing down there. And then I'll get the shop vac in here. And as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see down there, I've already made a little bit of a mess. I'm trying to keep it picked up, trying to keep it in the trash can, because I want my inside to stay clean. So I think the plan, I'm getting ready to end this video. The plan is to get this piece out, this piece out. Then I'm going to take this piece, if I get it in one whole sheet, and I'm going to go to the outside, I'm going to screw it to this, because this is all OSB out here. If not, I have other things that I can put up. Actually, I may have to go over to the other garage. I've got a sheet of OSB out there that's been cut down. I can put it up there, and that'll kind of keep the heat in and the coldness out. Although I do have heat out here right now, and it's not that much of a difference from out there to in here. But I want the dust and stuff that's in there to stay there, and the cleanliness to stay in here. And like I said, I know a lot of guys right now are thinking, wow, the dude's going to have a way to go from his bedroom to his workshop, and that's just the coolest thing. But like I said, you guys got to remember, I'm a bachelor. I won't always be a bachelor. I mean, I'm a pretty great guy. I'm not trying to sell myself here, but you know, I'm not the best looking guy in the group. I'll admit that, but I got a heart of gold, and I won't be a bachelor forever. Maybe even here soon I won't be a bachelor. Who knows? But by then it's already done, and I can say, well, honey, I was single when I did that. Now, any woman that I'm with will understand why I put that door in there. It's not necessarily, just to have cool access into my workshop. It's because of my kids and because of other reasons. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And you know what? No, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll go ahead and pull that out, and then we'll get that at the end of the video. Okay, and we're back. And I just happened to look up, and I told you guys when we first started it was 8:45, and now it is 9:45. So it's taken me an hour to get this far. That's not too bad considering I had to take a window out and everything. So basically what you see here is, well, I see a few things. I can see at one time that window was leaking. That's why all the wood down here looks used, and all the wood up here looks new. But I think that was my fault because I do believe I knew that that window probably wasn't going to last. I think I never did trim the outside of that window. I think the day I put that window in, I changed my mind and I moved it. And I'll walk over here and kind of show you why. Because I have an end table here. I have a closet here. And it was, I think, down this way too much, and I couldn't get a chair in here. So I moved it anyways. But I think that same day that I moved it is when I decided to build onto this out here. Now, I didn't start it right then and there, but I knew I was going to, so I never did put trim or anything around this window. And I think that's why it had leaked down in here. And maybe not. Maybe it just got dirty. I don't know, but that's telltale signs to me is what happened. I got into the wood a little bit here with the screwdriver trying to get that off in one piece. No, I didn't. I got it off in two pieces. Pretty easy. Got all the insulation out. So basically what I'll do now is I'll remove this header. Yeah, I always do my headers this way and this way. Even though it's a non-load bearing, it's something that I do. So I'll take this header out, all of this. I know, I can tell by looking that this is one solid 2x4 going all the way up and all the way down. This is my hinge side. It makes me very happy. I've already checked level. It is perfectly level. So I'll have to cut these out, this out. These, I can't tell. It almost looks like it just goes up to that. But anyways, either one way or the other, I will make sure that when I cut this out, it continues on up. Same thing over here. Now, I think this is all one board, but I put an attachment board here. I think that's because when I moved the window. But I haven't taken it out. I got to go get my shorter drill and get in there. Excuse me. And then these down here, I'm not really sure. I don't even know if you guys can even see the floor or not. No, you cannot. So you don't know what I'm even talking about. I'm not sure what this is. Once again, I'm thinking that was the original way the window was, but it should have all been this way, I thought. But maybe it was that way. I don't remember. But that'll just have to be cut off. I've got a new tool that we're going to use. I can see it from here, but I can't see. It's not a roto zip, but it's a roto something. And it vibrates. And I got the idea from a channel called My Damn Channel. Now I think it's called Marty's Damn Channel. Anyways, he was using one, and I went and bought one, and it's, I'll do a review on it, probably doing this. So it looks like it's going to be pretty well straightforward. I want to see, I think I can see, let me grab my other phone here and turn the flashlight. Yeah, it's on charge. Turn the flashlight off and look. Yeah, see, I see there's a 2x4 up there. So there's another header above this. And that's where I want to go to. Now, I know it's going to be short. It's going to be really, really, really short for me. But that's the best that I can do. And I don't think, no, that floor out there ain't as high as this one. So I will have a little bit of a step down, but I want to run my threshold right down in there. Let me turn this light off so this phone will charge. And as you can see, I'm kind of getting stuff off my end table there. I emptied my trash can. I forgot to bring it back in. Let me grab it. I had to literally walk right over that and didn't even notice it. But I got everything down here fairly cleaned up. See, I don't mind doing projects like this, even if this is a couple day project, because it's clean. Now, once I get in there and I vacuum off all these walls, and I take the headers out, and I take extra boards out, and I vacuum the floor and everything, it's all easy work. So I don't mind doing this at all. I can see now that what I've done is I've come from here, electrical, I've come from here through the 2x4, through this, down through this 2x4, and hooked into there, and then connected from there back in and come over to this one. And I'm pretty sure this one feeds up to there. But then again, it may not. I'm going to have to find out. I hope if it doesn't, of course, we know we can't have that plug anymore. I have no use for this plug right now. And never will. Because my door, since my shop out there, the ceiling is low and a slope, I can't make the door open into there. So the door actually has to open into here. So the doorknob will be here and I will grab it, because I'll come around through here and I'll grab it and I'll open it up and I'll go straight on through. So that plug will never, and if it stops there, then I'm golden. And actually I could tell you that really quick. I'm probably making this video too long, but let me get in here and take this plug cover off. Screwdriver's not quite skinny enough. Alright, now let me get my light again and my glasses, and I can pretty much look in there and tell you if I stopped right there or if I run on to do my closet. And that is an absolute stop. There's only one wire in there, so we don't have to do any wiring. Let me turn this back off and I'll explain that. So basically all I got to do is, I don't want to put them glasses out there, is to pull this cover off, pull the plug out, untie this, and we'll just eliminate these two plugs. So I don't have to do anything fancy up here or anything. I can go as high and as tight as I possibly can, and we'll just eliminate these two plugs. Don't need them now anyways, but now what I do want to do is go on the back side of this, drill through, and put a plug on the back side back here. I wouldn't mind having one over here, but I'm not going to deal with that. I can do that out there. This is going to be easier than what I thought, people. So, alright, so let me get you up here. Let's see, I'm no taller than that right there. So, let me get over here, and I'll even stand here where you don't get blinded by the light. Anyways, this is general vlog video. Once again, we're putting access from the bedroom into the workshop. And we'll have different reasons why I want to do this that I've explained. Please give us a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. And when you do, click that bell notification and click all so you'll be notified every time we post a new video. There'll be a couple videos on this. And by the time we're done, we'll have a nice door here. And also, share us on your social media. Your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, any platform that you use, share us, please. It really helps the channel out a lot. And I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great day, and even better tomorrow, and an awesome night. I'm going to go get some plywood, some OSB to put on the outside of this to keep everything out there, and everything in here, and probably continue on this tomorrow. And I might be able to do all this kind of cool stuff, but I'm still my own cameraman, so you know what that means. I actually have to walk back behind you guys and turn it off. So we'll see you on the next video, and I really do hope you guys have an awesome night.